Rock 30-06 here. This video is just to show how to do an easy install of a Boyds Featherlite stock on a Savage Axis. So let's look at this beautiful stock and see how we can install it. So here we go. Here's my video. What you want to do first is make sure your farm's proven safe first off. Prove it safe. So cycle your action. You look inside, make sure everything's clear. All right, once your action is, you deem your farm safe, first thing you want to do is take your bolt out. So to do that, you need to compress your trigger and pull down this lever right here. So that's what I'm doing now. So bring it out and back, press your trigger, pull this lever down, and this slides out. Put it down here. Okay, so now the bolt is out. Now what I'm going to do is flip this upside down. I got a little rack I use to work on my farms. Put it upside down here, and here you go. So this is what I got now. Okay, so now you're gonna have to take these bolts out. They're right here. Okay, in front of the trigger guard. So take your 5-30 seconds, unscrew it. You undo the bolts here. And one's in front of the magazine, and one's in behind where the magazine would go in front of the trigger guard. So you take both those out. That's to take the action from the stock. And you just take it off right there. And here we go. We got the short bolt, and that goes in front of the magazine and the long bolt. Okay, so that's the trigger guard here. It comes off. Here's the stock. You can tell, look at the bedding on this. It's like really hollow inside. A lot of flex in this. So with this new stock, it's only going to improve the action. Let's put this action into the new frame that I bought, the Boyd stock. All right, so you put the trigger through the trigger guard, and then put your barrel down and push in gently. And here where the safety is, you push down on that as well. And everything's flush. And then we get our long and short bolt. And we use our hex key that we had before, and we installed the bolts into the action. So the short bolt goes in the front. Okay, so we hold it here and grab our hex key and make sure it's flush and flat. Screw it in. Okay, now you don't want to torque it too hard because it can crack the frame. You just want to make it nice and snug and have no play. So I didn't put it all the way in because I want to put in the second hex screw. Okay, and then tighten everything up from there. So yes, what I ended up doing, I had a little problems adjusting, so I'm just going to explain what I did. All right, I first put in the bolt here, the longer bolt, back in here with the hex key. Put it in just kind of like snug, but not really tight until I went over here. I put in a piece like this. This is an extra piece. Put it in here like this. this way down. Okay, I put it down in, and I got the short one. I put it in here, lined it all up, got the hex key again, and tighten it up here. Everything's nice and tight and snug now. So you don't want to go really tight or you're going to crack the frame because it is a wood frame. Just want to go until it's like nice and snug and there's no play. Okay, just take your time with it, readjust. But this is the finished product. Look how beautiful that stock is. It's Boyd stock. Nice and firm. It's going to increase my accuracy. And this Intimity trigger has increased and improved the action. I mean, it's a nice pull now. And it feels nice to me. It's nice, even, crisp trigger pull, where before it was kind of wonky and it wasn't very consistent. Like now I can feel the trigger pull is very consistent, and more consistent movement with your firearm means you'd be a better shooter because you're a more consistent shooter. So this Alrock 30-06, this is the way to go, guys, if you're on a budget like me. I got a Savage Axis, okay, and the first year I just used that for hunting, and then I got a nicer scope on it, and then I ran in some money, and then I bought a stock and a trigger. This rifle here, you can compare it to like $1,000 rifle now, because all the inconsistencies that were in this rifle you've proved on, because the barrel is a very good forged barrel, and the bolt action is very nicely machined. Like the action of this rifle is actually a very good quality rifle. Where they shortchanged you because it was a budget rifle was the stock and the trigger. Now that I improved those things, this is like $1,000 rifle now instead of a $500 rifle. So I mean, you can always build on these budget rifles and make them better. All right, Alrock 30-06 over and out.